Objective number 4, add polynomials. Objective number 5, subtract polynomials. Example 1, add or subtract as indicated. Part A, 6a squared plus 7a plus 4a squared minus 5a. These two polynomials will be added in a vertical arrangement, so like terms are underneath like terms, and therefore they can be combined. Therefore, to add these two polynomials, we get 6a squared plus 4a squared, which gives us a total of 10a squared. Then going to the second column, we have two like terms, plus 7a minus 5a, combined to give us plus 2a. So our answer becomes 10a squared plus 2a. Part B, 5x cubed minus 2x squared added to 4x cubed plus 5x squared. Again, this is vertical arrangement, and therefore we'll add vertically. The first column, we have 5x cubed plus 4x cubed, which can be added to give us 9x cubed. The second column, the x squared column, combines to give us plus 3x squared. So our answer becomes 9x cubed plus 3x squared. The next example requires that we subtract. The instruction is that we subtract. Of course, when we subtract polynomials, we can convert to addition. But to do so, we will change the sign of the second polynomial, which is the bottom polynomial. So I'm going to rewrite both of these polynomials, making the appropriate change on the second polynomial. Rewriting the first polynomial, we get 15x cubed minus x squared. Changing and making the necessary adjustments on the second one, it becomes minus 9x cubed minus 6x squared. Now the subtraction problem is converted to an addition problem. So by vertical addition here, we're going to get 6x cubed minus 7x squared. Then C, we're again adding. However, we're adding 2/3 x squared plus 1/5 x plus 1/6 to 1/2 x squared minus 1/3 x plus 2/3. As you can see, we have fractions throughout these two polynomials, and therefore, if we're going to be able to add these fractions or these terms, we must make sure that they have common denominators. And so we rewrite each of these polynomials so that the like terms have common denominators. And so we'll rewrite this first polynomial as we proceed to add these two polynomials. We must combine these like terms, but because they're fractions, we have to get common denominators. So let's go back to the x squared terms and notice that initially we have the fraction 2/3 and 1/2. The LCD being 6, we will convert each of these fractions to 6, and then we can add them or combine them. So we'll convert 2/3 to 4/6 and 1/2 to 3/6, and now our x terms have like denominators, and we'll be able to combine those fractions. Looking at the x terms, you notice that originally we had the fraction 1/5 and 1/3, and therefore the LCD being 15, we'll change those fractions to equivalent fractions in terms of 15 as a denominator. And then finally the constant terms, we have the fraction 1/6 and 2/3, the LCD for those two fractions being 6, and we make the appropriate changes for them. Now then, we're ready to finish the addition. First, going to the x squared terms that are like, we have 4/6 plus 3/6 give us 7/6, so that first term in the answer becomes 7/6 x squared. Now going to the x terms, we have 3/15 minus 5/15, which gives us minus 2/15, and we attach the x. And now to the last term, we have 1/6 plus 4/6, which gives us 5/6. So the answer, or the total, becomes 7 over 6x squared minus 215x plus 5 over 6. Then to part D, the instructions will be to subtract. And we see the two polynomials that we're going to be involved in this discussion. The top one we're going to rewrite as it exists. So it becomes 4.3x cubed minus 6.1x squared minus 30x minus 5. The second, or the bottom polynomial, since we're subtracting, we'll have to change each of those signs and then add. So the plus 1.4x cubed becomes minus 1.4x cubed. The next term, minus 2.6x squared, becomes positive 2.6x squared. The last term, minus 1.5x, well, next to the last term, minus 1.5x becomes plus 1.5x, and the plus 4 becomes minus 4. Now we're positioned to conclude this problem by addition. And as we add the x cubed terms, we get 2.9x cubed, then minus 3.5x squared, minus 1.5x, minus 9.